Hello again. So, lots of new things to report for the diary over the last couple of weeks. Some really big and happy news. Actually, most of them are quite good, which is quite refreshing. So, we've finally sold one of the houses, and that took 7 months in the UK here for the process to complete, which means from the time we received an offer, agreed on the sale, there was no certainty until the 12th of May. That's since November till 12th of May. Until the money actually changed hands and we gave all the permissions, etc., exchanged the contract. So finally we can focus more on planning our journey to Romania. What we have also done in the last week is we've bought a van. We bought it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. As you all know, I really like that place, and it was pure luck and some sort of divine intervention, I think, because we absolutely love it. It's a wonderful little project to keep us going whilst preparing and until we have to go, because one of the worst things I find in the whole thing is waiting and not knowing and waiting. And we are waiting a little bit because we need to sell our main house. Now a little bit more about the van. We've been thinking long and hard about the names, and big thank you to Thiep for his idea on the name of the van. If I can pronounce it correctly, I'll need a hand with that actually. So Garib Zamani, if I say it correctly, which means like a time capsule, something stuck out of time, something odd, and it's definitely an odd thing. A 1992 old Volkswagen T4, and it's got a bit of extra space on top, hence we thought it looked like it had a bit of a hump. So one of the first suggestions was to call it Jamal, which means camel. Yeah, I think we'll stick with a stranger out of time. Imagine the most important thing for getting the van up and running across Europe is give it a good name and design a beautiful look for it, which is what I'm busy with, obviously, because I can't really contribute much to anything else other than cleaning. So cleaning has started. I've been busy with some cartering and brushing and getting the rubbish out, also getting the bits out from inside so it gets a bit lighter. We need to be very cautious about how much we can actually put into that van so it can travel safely. We have big plans for this van, obviously, because we're starting to fall in love with it, both of us. So it will be it will work for us as a workhorse to get across Europe, but then we're going to convert it back to a camper van. Maybe travel around the country or even Europe a little bit, or maybe even further, who knows. Big plans ahead. Anyway, very excited. We had a mechanic looking into it. Thank you, Logan, very much for your help. And some days I already planned to start getting the most important things sorted, mechanical, moving parts and all that lot. Things have already been ordered. It's for its age, for its condition, that van is actually up and running anyway, but needs some work, obviously, to make it safe and make it pass MOT. It still has got MOT, which is like a motor certificate of safety, and it's prerequisite for your insurance. It's important to be on the road. So the van is not that really far off. We can even enjoy it around UK for a little bit whilst we're here. The only thing is it's a left-hand drive, which is obviously why we bought it. We want it running in Europe on the other side of the road permanently. We can register it in Romania when we arrive there. What I also found quite interesting was there is quite a big and fun community of Volkswagen vans. And one of the people who is a big fan lives right next door to us. So immediately, a couple of days after we got the van in, we had a little gathering around our van to see what can be done, how they can help us, and that was really, really nice. It felt like being part of that wonderful group is quite amazing. I wonder if there is such a community in Romania or not, or is it something that is typical for England? Anyway, we've been invited to a festival once we get it up and running, and that is something that we might actually do, because there are some really cool ideas people come up with about decorating their vans inside and converting them to usable camping experiencing vans, sort of things. And that's the plan for the van in Romania, to turn it into a camper van back again. A little bit about the van purchase in itself. It was quite a fun experience, actually, apart from the fact that the seller was a lovely gentleman who gave us a discount on the price without us even asking. I think that was really, really kind and nice of him. We also explored the area a little bit where we got it, and met a wonderful couple who spent a couple of hours with us whilst we were waiting for the tow truck. So we learned a lot about the area around us, which was quite beautiful. I think it was Gloucestershire, Hertfordshire, somewhere there. It's close to the Wales border. It's further south from where we are. A couple of hours by car from Stoke-on-Trent. And we didn't dare to drive the van back, knowing about a couple of issues, basically with the brake pump or something. So that's why we decided to go with a tow truck. The whole tow truck journey was quite interesting as well. Basically, it took the van from 6 o'clock in the evening till about 3 o'clock in the morning to arrive to us in Stoke-on-Trent. As we were told, there was quite an adventure on the way. The gentleman with our van got stopped by the police, ended up being fined and clamped because our cargo was a bit too heavy for his van. So he had to arrange for somebody else to pick our truck and deliver it to us. We thought it would be the day after or the morning after, but they actually arrived at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it was quite an adventure, but it made it home. So, and we are happy now playing with it. Well, having fun with it, getting things done. It feels like our journey is getting closer whilst we're working on it. I'd like to use this video as an opportunity also to say thank you to all our friends and relatives who are supporting us in this move, and not only. Last few months have been absolutely terrible. We had the flooding in the house, the slow sale, lots of expenses that involved this slowness with solicitors and everything. It was an absolute nightmare, preceded by the eviction of the tenant who didn't want to leave or didn't want to pay. So it was a lot lately, and throughout all of this, you've been there for us. You've been absolutely amazing. And I would like to say a special thank you to our dear friend Thebe, who, I don't know what we would have done without you, Thebe. You don't realize how much you've helped, but you did in many shapes and forms. And we're very, very grateful. You're an amazing person, and we're very lucky to have you in our lives. Thank you, Thebe. Okay, so what's next on the plan of actions for the following few months or weeks? Keep fixing the van. There are some meetings and things planned for that already. Put the house on the market again. We need to refresh the listing because it's been a while, and I want to review everything. We've got some additional information that could be helpful to sell it. So that's our house in UK where we're currently living in right now, which is this one. And save up some money, really, and which is even more exciting. I don't know if it will happen or not, but we have a viewing for one of the properties in Romania, which is assisted by my husband's family. They're going to go have a look, do a video call, and that's happening tomorrow. Exciting, because I really quite liked it on the website. Unfortunately, with Romania, not a lot of properties are on the market on the internet, online. So I don't know, I'm a bit undecided if we're making a bit of a rush decision looking at it now. We are a few months away still. We still need to complete things here. We have the lease, the business, we have to sell the house to go through the sale, which is a priority. So I don't know if we're rushing a little bit, but on the other hand, at the moment, we do have an opportunity for that particular house to buy it without a mortgage. And I don't know if that opportunity will be there in a few months' time. There might be better opportunities, so it's a bit of a gamble. Do you take an opportunity now, or do you think that maybe in a few months it will be something better? I don't know, but I'm excited about having a look at it, even through a video call tomorrow. So we shall see how that goes. We keep looking almost every day at the houses which are a bit derelict, and I'll probably do a next video on our review of the houses that we look at, because like I said, we wanted to take something old and bring it up to a good living standard. It's something we like, build something of ours on top of something old, which is what we're doing actually with the van, but we want to do the same with the house. But we shall see how that goes.
The house is half packed, the lists are long. The days roll slow, but the pull is strong. Maps on the table, boots by the door. We're not gone yet, but we're not here anymore. We're heading east, to where the sun stays late, where lavender grows by the garden gate. To rivers that wind and mountains that rise, to fields of gold under wide blue skies. We're almost there, just a few more miles, and we'll build our days where the world still smiles.